Is fingerstyle guitar harder than playing with a standard flat pick? Well, after teaching thousands of guitar students, I've noticed something fascinating about this question. You see, every time I asked a guitarist who played primarily with a flat pick to play something fingerstyle, could have been anything. Could have been like Blackbird, or it could have been a simple finger picking pattern like this. They always said it was way harder than playing with a pick. Now, every time I asked students who played fingerstyle, because there's a lot of students who just started playing guitar with their bare fingers, if I asked them to use a pick, they felt like it was clunky. They would get this plasticky sound when they would strum, or they wouldn't feel as in control when they would pluck single notes. It was the exact opposite for each student every single time. So my consensus, it's simple. It's just whatever you play primarily, that is going to be easier for you. Does that sound like common sense? Well, it is common sense, but for some reason, this is a mystery to the guitar world. In fact, there are countless guitar players who think that fingerstyle guitar is way harder than playing with a flat pick, but that's not reality, it's just conditioning. Now, on top of that, there are a ton of guitar lessons and, tips online, but so many more of them are using a flat pick than are playing fingerstyle. Again, this is because the majority of players out there use a flat pick. They get like a Mel Bay book or something, and they start off guitar and it says, here's how to hold your pick. It shows them, hold your pick like this. And so they just start playing with a pick. And then if they want to learn fingerstyle, when they go to a lot of times these other lessons of fingerstyle players, they've been playing for so long that they've forgotten what it's like to be a beginner in that style. And as a guitar instructor myself, I can tell you that you have to be dialed in a different way to teach fingerstyle guitar than you do with a flat pick, because you have to understand the systems for the finger picking hand, and you got to be able to explain that as well as the fretting hand, where a lot of times, if you're strumming the chords to a song, you're just going to kind of strum all the strings with one pick. But if you're finger picking it, then you've got like 5 different picks here, so you've got to make sure that that's clear for a student to follow. And because only a handful of players play fingerstyle, it's sort of like a little niche culture within guitar, this only perpetuates the myth. And if you primarily play with a flat pick, but you want to get into finger picking, then the first thing you have to do is put down the pick. And you can play almost any song that is played with a pick without, and a lot of times vice versa as well. However, I find that fingerstyle in general tends to be a little bit more versatile, but you got to put down the pick. And then once you know how, it's easy. And if you've struggled with this, then go to johnmcclennan.com/fingerstylejumpstart and get your hands on my free finger picking cheat sheet PDF. This is going to show you some simple exercises to get your finger picking hand grooving like a well-oiled machine, and it's completely free. Just go to johnmcclennan.com/fingerstylejumpstart and grab that now as my gift to you. So those are my thoughts on what's harder, fingerstyle versus using a flat pick. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, then you might like this one next.